Okay, so we are continuing with the Enterprise. It's officially part two now. So we have color on all our pieces, and this comes out a lot grayer on camera than it does in person. In person, it's got just a little bit of a almost like a hint of green to it. I really like it, but I'm seeing here on camera that it's translating it as a blue almost. So it is what it is. But again, we have color on all of our major pieces, and we're going to do another wet sand of everything just to knock down any textures, and then of course go on with another coat of color, and hopefully that'll be it. After the color coat, we can go on to a gloss coat, and then do our decals, and then do a flat coat. So it's a pretty standard procedure for military stuff, and this doesn't really change much from it. A friend of mine was asking about the differences about doing sci-fi stuff, and I said sci-fi isn't much different than doing military or cars, because if it's Star Trek, it's all nice and bright and shiny like a car would be. And if it's Star Wars, it's all weathered and beat up like armor and military would be. So um, that's kind of how I justify my techniques for doing this type of stuff. And again, I'm still very, very new at doing sci-fi stuff, especially Star Trek. So I've been following along with my buddy Buck Moore, and getting a lot of insight from him, and then also Interstellar Modeler. He's very, very good at what he does, and I've been digging through a lot of his videos and stuff, trying to get ideas on how to handle all that stuff. But yeah, not too bad. Hoping to get some paint on these guys today before it gets too hot out. So on with the sanding. Okay, so it is like 8 o'clock Wednesday morning, and last night we got on our final coat of paint on just about everybody. I think we're pretty good there. Here's some little bits here. We did a little bit of washes on the hangar bay doors, so those a little bit more defined. Just do a little bit more cleanup on those, and then on our little chiller pipes, I got a little bit of a wash on those. Kind of the lens is kind of blurring it out right now, but yeah, a little bit of a wash on those to bring out a little bit of that detail that's down inside there. Not too bad. And then we brush painted the copper on there, and as you can see, we have to do a little bit of cleanup around that edge, because I had it masked, but apparently it wasn't masked well enough. So we'll do some touch-ups on that. But primarily what we've been working on this morning is the Botany Bay. We had a really bad seam going down the side of this guy here, so we filled it, and then we sanded it and filled it again, and then this will be our third coat of primer on this guy. And what I'm kind of wondering about is when they built the studio model for the show, I'm wondering what submarine kit they use, because it sure looks like a submarine, right? But yeah, we're going to get the nacelles ready probably a little bit later today, but we're going to get the nacelles ready. We're going to mask around these guys, and then mask off this area down inside of here so that we can do some painting on those, and then also the little ridges that go around right there around the collars, and then I've seen a lot of people do this portion right here a different shade of gray, not to match any other darker grays that are on the ship. This is a little bit of a lighter gray, but it's darker than hull color. So I'm not, and then I've also seen other people just leave it. So I think I might just leave it for now. I'm not 100% sure what color I would use on that area and why it's a different color than everything else. But hey, it is what it is. So our saucer section is all nice and painted up. I will come back and mask off later on. This is molded and transparent, and I didn't care for that. But I will come back later on and mask off just this upper, I don't know, bridge nipple. just mask off that top there, and then paint that. to match the volleyballs that are on the backside of the warp nacelles. So I kind of like how that turned out. That's not a super pale blue. I like that a lot. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan for now. And we're not on camera. There we go. Okay, so we're going to spray the Botany Bay and then get on with our day. Okay, so now we are in the afternoon, and we've gotten the Botany Bay all primed, and it's looking so much better, even if it is blurry. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot better, and then we're just trying to pick a color. The primer gray is very, very close to what I'm looking for, so I might just stick with primer gray and move on from there. The nacelles back around here, it took us quite a long time to do the masking on these little dudes, but we do have them masked and ready to go. So I hate this purple tape because it doesn't stick for crap. You have to put it on and then run outside and paint real fast before it all peels back off again. I mean, it's the only tape I've ever seen that will, I don't know, demask itself after a while. I've decided to go ahead and paint the forward section of the neck. I guess is the best way to call it. Benny's probably yelling at the camera again, at the TV again. But yeah, we got these guys. We got the chiller grill. Let's see here. Neutral background. Will that help? There we go. I got the chiller grill masked off and set up to go. So we're going to go outside into the garage. Oops, I'm going to go out in the garage and give these guys a lick of paint and see how it comes out. Hoo-wee, it is hot in the garage today, I tell you what. All right, so lighting. There you go. Okay, so got it all airbrushed, and I like it. I like it a lot. The colors, a little bit of a contrast, a little bit more of a contrast than I was thinking would be, but I can live with it. I'm kind of happy with it, so I'm going to keep them. And I did have to make a choice back here at the very, very end about how to mask that. That detail was so soft. I didn't feel like trying to carve into that or anything, so I just decided to go blurry all of a sudden. Good Lord. So I decided to mimic the raised piece that goes around the border and just see if we could kind of finish it off that way. I like that. We will be doing probably a panel line wash over the whole thing in order to make some definition going on there. And we got our little grill plates on the back side there. That's done with just, let's see, those XF56. I think that's just dark. I think it's a metallic gray or something. But I like those. I like how those look. So both nacelles are looking great. We are, every time we mask, we are losing some paint off of that guy there, but I don't think it's going to matter because we did paint the inside of it as well, the Bassard collector. So that's going to go inside the transparent dome, and hopefully that'll hide all that because that fit is super tight, and the more paint I lose off from here, the better it's probably going to fit anyway. So this little lug right here, I did not paint that. I just left it hull color. Maybe some panel line wash around that will help that come out a little bit more detail wise. And the secondary hull, excuse me, I'm losing my voice already. We have that masked and painted. Did have a little bit of an issue down at the base there, but a little bit, you know, it was a jar paint, so touch-ups will be simple. So there we go. Yeah, it is a little bit dark, but you know, it is what it is. Artistic choice, I suppose, is the best way to describe that, since I'm not really searching color sheets for this type of thing or something. But here is the port side nacelle, and we're gonna let all this dry up. I wanted to get the tape off it as soon as I could, so it didn't, you know, peel up in one big piece and leave all kinds of weird jagged edges and stuff like that. So we're going to let this cure up, and then I guess tomorrow start a decaling process. Oh yes, I did not do the bridge nipple yet. I have to cut a mask for that, and then I will spray that tomorrow. Got to go on to other things around the house here, so that's that, and we'll check in later. Bye.